Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brad, and today we're going to cover the NEOS funds. We're going to look at BTCI against BITY. Which one might be right for you? And you can make those decisions. So let's get right into this. Today we're going to look at SPYI. The two calls were right currently below both of them. That is exactly where we want to be. We really just want to be below the first call. We'd like to see a little bit of gain right up to that first call, and that's where we like to be. SPY-H, one of the NEOS newer funds. Right now, you can see we're still well below where their call is. So, hey, that's a good day to be in SPY-H. You can see how far their protection is way down below. Don't think that we're going to get there this month. QQQI. Like to see QQQI take a little more run north, because right now we're well below those strikes and we can wait to get up to one of those strikes. And we want to be right at that first strike, so we're not quite there yet. I look at QQQH. QQQH, we're well below the strike, and you can see where the protection is. We'll take a little more run up to that strike and we'll be happy. Until we hit that strike, we are all good. IWMI. Well, we're past the first strike. That's okay. Haven't passed the second strike, but we might get there. And this is on the Russell. Don't know what's going to happen with the market, but we're halfway through the month and we are past the first strike. I also have REITs. IYRI is the REITs that I participate in, and we are right at that first strike. Just at it. Haven't gone through it, but you can see so far we really haven't finished above the first strike on any of this on IYRI, and we're just receiving the distributions. But you can see where that first strike is, and you can see where that second strike is. So hopefully we might get there. We'll see how this goes this month. NEOS came out with a new gold fund. I've personally been DCAing in this very slowly, a couple shares every week, because we don't know where the price of gold is actually going to go. But currently, we're below the first strike, but very close to it. We'll see how this works out for us. BTCI. Wow. We are past both of their strikes as of this morning. There you have it. Halfway through the month, and you're past both of your strikes on BTCI. Now, will Bitcoin come back down in price? I think it's going to settle out somewhere in the 20s. But we will see how BTCI reacts. We're still getting about that 50% or thereabouts in gains, but our gains have definitely going to start slowing down now that we're past that second strike. Let's talk about BITY, BITY. You see the BITY is below their strike for the week. Remember, they do weekly strikes. That's the difference between BTCI and monthly strikes versus BITY with weekly strikes. BTCI is 10% out monthly, where BITY is about 5% out on a weekly strike. But hey, we're about 2% right now to that first strike. But then we get about 25% gain once it gets past that first strike. So how's this been playing out on a chart? If we look at this on a chart for BITY, we are beating BTCI just by a little bit. And what really comes into it is BTCI gets capped at different times, but BITY does not get capped because it rolls those calls every single week. But hey, one week BTCI might be doing better. The next week, BITY might be doing better. So I play both of them because I'm not going to be guessing which one is actually better on which week. This is very similar to GPIX versus SPY-I. I play both sides of the fence. I'm not going to be able to pick which one is going to be better which week. That is why I have been building out BTCI and BITY here recently as a holding, because who knows which one is going to be the better fund in the long run. But as I continuously have said all along, once Bitcoin got above 110,000, I was no longer a buyer. I'm going to sit and wait until everything gets settled out. And if Bitcoin ever drops back down to that $110,000 range, I will buy some more BTCI and I will buy some BITY. But until then, I'm just collecting the distributions and I'm investing it in GPTY. Now, I will also tell you that I might start a little bit of Soxy and Chippy. That is a different story for a different day of what I'm looking into, because chip manufacturing is not going to go away anytime soon. That's just my thesis. Might not be your thesis, but all we see is chips everywhere. We see chips in missiles and other things like that, but chips are being used in cars, computers, electronics, and everything else. So chip manufacturing is not going to go away anytime soon, and we're only going to see the expansion of chips over the next 5 to 6 years. And I picked my winners where I think the next 5 to 6 years are with NVIDIA, who actually makes chips, and all the other chip manufacturers. So keep that in mind, that maybe chip manufacturers might be something that you need to start considering a lot more seriously. Bitcoin, who knows? Everybody thinks Bitcoin is going to go to the moon, and it can, but I already have my bags set. Somebody asked me the other day why I had BTCI and I also had IBIT. They were like, you already have exposure to Bitcoin. Why do you have both? IBIT is actually uncapped. So I'm seeing all the gains in Bitcoin. That's why I have both. Just why, and it's the same reason I have SPY. Why would I have SPY if I have SPY? Because I want uncapped growth. That's the difference. One's capped, one's not capped. If you believe in Bitcoin or SPY or QQQ or whatever you're believing in, you might want some uncapped exposure to that actual sector. Something for you to think about. So until next time, God bless. Spencer from YouTube. If you don't follow him, it'll be down in the pinned comment. Go check out his channel. Bitcoin price prediction.
Oh man, how long are we looking?
6 months.
6 months. Ooh, do I go safe? Okay. Everyone that I've seen has been playing it safer, I would say, saying lower. I'm gonna say 6 months, 115.
Way too conservative. 250. You heard it here first.
Yeah, I love it.
How are you liking the event today?
Oh, it's amazing. It's super cool meeting all these other creators, meeting all these people in the ETF space, and big shout out to YieldMax for bringing us all out and giving us a good time, honestly.
It's been very enjoyable.
Definitely.
What's your time horizon for early retirement?
Oh man. Used to be 50. I still have a 9 to 5. Content's still a side thing, so still saying 50, but we'll see.
Okay. Awesome.
A conservative 50.
Conservative 50.
How about yourself?
I'm retired.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Congrats.
I started YouTube when 1 month after retirement for something to do.
Excellent. There you go. And see? Oh man, that's crazy. Congratulations.
Hey, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Mike Venuto, co-founder of Tidal. We're the ones that help people launch, grow in ETFs, including the YieldMax family.
So the question of the day, Bitcoin price prediction.
For what time period?
6 months.
In the next 6 months, it'll hit 250 and 80.
Awesome.
Yep.
I don't buy above 110.
We like volatility. Volatility is a feature, not a bug,
Awesome.
especially when you're harvesting it.